Heartwarming discovery, exposed millionaire in trunk changes poor girl's life in incredible twist. The sun blazed down, casting shimmering heat waves over the cluttered garage, where Anna found herself elbow-deep in her eccentric neighbor's forgotten things. Old toys, broken furniture, and a tangle of Christmas lights spilled out in chaotic abandon. Sweat dripped down her forehead as she wiped her brow, her thoughts dancing between the summer break dreams of freedom and the reality of her responsibilities at home. Her mom worked hard for every penny, juggling those backbreaking shifts to keep a roof over their heads. Anna had no time to let her hopes wilt. Then her eyes caught at a luxury car tucked in the shadows of the garage, its surface gleaming like a hidden treasure amid the debris. The sight made her heart race. "What's that doing here?" she thought, approached it cautiously. Dust covered the windows, but beneath was the shimmering reflection of a world she was only able to dream about. Heart pounding with a mix of curiosity and excitement, she leaned down to peer into the trunk. As she pried the heavy lid open, a muffled voice grunted, startling her backward. Out popped Tom, a disheveled man with wild eyes that held desperation and confessions untold. "Help me, please," he rasped, and without thinking twice, Anna reached into that metallic prison and pulled him free. Coughing, he stumbled out, feebly reclaiming his breath, while Anna stood there, unsure whether she should feel relieved or terrified. He was a man once draped in wealth, now a mere shadow of his former self. As Tom recounted his story of failure and self-doubt, Anna listened, captivated. They sat on the cool, cracked garage floor, lost in shared silence. She realized they both carried invisible chains. He was weighed down by the judgment of a town that once idolized him, while she bore the burden of hope in a life that seemed perpetually out of reach. In their alliance, Anna and Tom began a friendship that blended their starkly different worlds, breaking barriers and peeling away at social stigma. Whispers circulated in the town: what was a hard-working girl doing with a fallen millionaire? At first, it felt like a harsh spotlight. Yet, they gradually discovered a bond forged from resilience and authenticity, igniting something in Anna she thought was long extinguished, a sense of purpose. But as their friendship blossomed, the looming thread of gossip tightened its grip. Rumors rippled through the community like boils bursting, the truth about Tom's identity looming large and menacing. In her heart, Anna wrestled with a storm. Should she protect her family's fragile status and turn her back on the man who made her dream again? Before she could reach a decision, the town's annual festival approached, a vital event bursting with hope and promise. The night before would define everything. Anna felt the pull of her passion against the weight of her reality, a fracture opening within her soul. What would the festival reveal about them? What hard choices lay before her? Before we continue, I need to let you know about something important that's happening. YouTube has been making changes to the system and many people are losing notifications from channels they follow. If you're enjoying the content, hit that bell and mark all notifications so you don't miss the next videos. And if you can drop a like, it really helps me with reach. Seriously, it makes a difference. Oh, let me know in the comments where you're watching from. I'm always curious to know who's on the other side of the screen. Now let's continue. As Anna stood on the brink of this life-changing decision, her heart raced, an emotional whirlwind ready to burst forth. In the crowd gathering around the festival, would she share Tom's story, challenging the very fabric of their town's beliefs? The stakes have never been higher. Would love and hope win over judgment, or was their newfound connection destined to crumble beneath the weight of reality? The festival dawned with an electrifying energy. Colorful banners fluttered in the summer breeze, vibrant lights twinkled to life, and the air was filled with laughter mingled with the tempting aroma of funnel cakes and popcorn. Throngs of townsfolk gathered, their excitement palpable as they found their favorite spots along the makeshift stalls and games. Anna's heart pulsated wildly as she sashayed through the vibrant crowd, each step resonating with equal parts anticipation and dread. She spotted Tom, who had scruffed up after days of careful cleaning and a swift visit to a friend's tailor shop. He wore a classic navy shirt and jeans that had seen better days, yet he carried himself with a new assurance she had never seen before. It made her smile, seeing him blend in, even if just for this moment. The way he interacted with children, tossing a ring onto a soda bottle and cheering for a girl who won a stuffed bear, lit a fire in her heart. "Look at you, enjoying yourself," Anna exclaimed as she sidled up next to him, her eyes twinkling. Tom chuckled, running a hand through his disheveled hair. "It's nice to let go, even for a little while." His voice softened. "But I can't shake the feeling that this all will come crashing down. People will find out." As if on cue, she noticed a group of familiar faces whispering and pointing their fingers. The air thickened around them with a tension that made her stomach churn. What if they already know? Anna mused, her mind racing with worry. What if they find out before I say something? Tom's expression hardened. "If we don't face it, we won't be free. You have a choice to make, Anna. Take a stand for what you believe in, or hide behind the fear of judgment." His words struck her like a bolt of lightning. Did she have the strength to go against the tide and tell the truth? To challenge the whispers echoing around her? The cacophony of laughter and chatter swirled in a dizzying array, confusing her senses, making her feel caught in the balance. As the sun began to set, casting a golden hue over the festival, music filled the air. The festival's dance floor lit up, beckoning couples and friends to join in. Anna glanced at Tom, and her heart whispered a daring thought. "Let us dance," she said, more boldly than she felt. Tom looked startled, then grinned. "You're not afraid, are you?" "Not anymore," she replied, letting the rhythm take over, pulling him to the dance floor. They moved together, and for the first time, she felt alive. She couldn't ignore the glances, the gasps, or the mounting whispers from the crowd, but as they twirled beneath the shimmering lights, fear began to dissipate. Their laughter echoed, bringing a moment of pure bliss amidst the chaos. Suddenly, Anna felt the weight of indecision lift, if only for a heartbeat. Yet, as the song reached its climax, Anna caught sight of someone emerging from the shadows, a pair of sharp eyes locked onto theirs. It was Mrs. Henderson, her mother's friend and a staunch gossip of their town. The look on her face was chilling, an embodiment of judgment wrapped in disbelief. What will she do now? Anna thought, frozen in place. Would this be the moment it all came crashing down? Would Mrs. Henderson expose their secret? As the music faded, Anna's heart raced with uncertainty. A silence fell around them, the crowd holding its breath. In that charged moment, everything hung in the balance. What would Anna choose to do next? Would she stand for love or bow to fear? The choice lingered heavy in the air, begging to be made, and Anna felt the storm inside her ready to break. Anna's heartbeat echoed in her ears, drowning out the laughter and the music. The stares around her felt like daggers, 1,000 fears converging into one poignant moment. She turned to Tom, his eyes wide with uncertainty, mirroring her own inner turmoil. Could this be the point of no return? Before she could contemplate another second, Mrs. Henderson broke the silence. "Anna, dear, what a surprise to see you here." Her voice dripped with feigned sweetness, and yet it carried an undercurrent of accusation. The crowd shifted, leaning in, hanging on every word. "Don't you think you should be more careful about who you're seen with?" Her eyes flicked to Tom, then back to Anna, the unspoken judgment hanging in the air. Anna's body tensed, a wave of heat creeping up her neck as the whispers started again. What is she doing with him? Does she even know? Comments flew like sparks from a fire, every one igniting the panic that surged within her. Tom squeezed her hand, offering silent support. The warmth of his grip felt like an anchor. With a deep breath, she felt the clouds of doubt part just enough to catch a glimpse of clarity. This wasn't just about her, it was about them, their connection, their laughter, their escape from reality. "Mrs. Henderson," Anna began, her voice shaking but growing steadier with each word. "I'm more than capable of making my own choices. I care about Tom because he's kind, genuine, really the best person I know." Gasps rippled through the crowd, and Anna's pulse quickened. But she pressed on, feeling an unexpected surge of courage. I may not have money or power, but I know what it feels like to be dismissed, to be judged for things we cannot control. This, here, is my choice, and it's real. I won't be afraid to stand in it. The words tumbled out, gritty and alive, cutting through the tension. Gasps turned into murmurs, and for a moment, time seemed to hang in a delicate balance, suspended in the aftermath of her declaration. Tom watched her with something close to awe mixed with warmth. The corner of his mouth tugged upwards into a proud smile just as the music picked up again, a lively tune replacing the silence, filling the air with a pulse of joy. "Simon," she said, tugging at Tom's hand, steadying her breath. "Let us dance." The music enveloped them, hour-long fears washed away by the adrenaline of Anna's outburst. They spun into movement, lost in their own little world, laughter bubbling out of them like champagne. Joy surged like electricity, and the whispers faded into mere background noise, swirling somewhere beyond their shared connection. They danced, eyes locked together, hearts synchronized, freedom filling the cracks that had previously burdened their souls. But deep down, Anna felt uncertainty lurking, questions spiraling back. How long would they be able to keep this bubble intact? Would Mrs. Henderson share her thoughts with others? As the beat quickened, a familiar face came into view: Sarah, Anna's childhood friend, standing at the periphery. Pain and concern were etched across her face, and an unease churned in Anna's gut. Why was she here? In that moment, Anna's exhilaration turned to dread. What secrets were about to unveil? The question hung heavy in the air: could their bond survive the truth, or would it shatter under the pressure of revealed secrets? Anna's laughter faded as she locked eyes with Sarah. The vibrant colors of the party dulled, suddenly muted by the weight of uncertainty. Sarah hadn't come to dance, she was an anchor, pulling Anna back to shore when all she wanted was to float away. "Anna," Sarah called out, her voice cutting through the rhythm of the music, a plea masked in urgency. "Can we talk?" Tom's grip loosened as Anna hesitated. The crowded room blurred, and she felt an unexpected chill as reality crashed over her. She had taken a bold stand, but was she ready for the repercussions? "Just a second," Anna said to Tom, but the comfort of his warmth seemed to slip away as she followed Sarah to a quieter corner by the snack table, the one place in the loud room where their conversation could feel somewhat private. "What's wrong?" Anna asked, her voice steady despite the turmoil inside. Sarah's expression didn't reassure her. "I heard what you said to Mrs. Henderson," Sarah began, glancing around as if making sure no one else was listening. "But this isn't just about them, there's something you need to know about Tom." Anna's heart raced. "What about Tom?" His family." Sarah's voice wavered, and for a moment, Anna thought she saw pity there. "They're not what you think. There are things about his past, things you should be aware of." "Sarah, stop. What are you saying?" Anna's pulse thrummed in her ears. She didn't want to believe it. Tom was genuine. She could feel it deep inside her. Sarah hesitated, taking a deep breath as if she was bracing herself for impact. He's not just some guy from a small town. His family, they're wealthy. Dirty money wealthy. The words hit Anna like a punch to the gut. "How do you know this?" She felt the walls closing in, each heartbeat echoing a new wave of doubt. "I saw a picture of him at a charity event last summer. I didn't think much of it then, but when I asked around today, it all clicked. Anna, they don't want him with someone like you. They'll do everything to keep you apart." Anna's breathing quickened. Sarah's words were like shards of glass, cutting through the gossamer of hope she had woven. "You're lying." "I wish I was," Sarah whispered, her own eyes filling with frustration. "You deserve to know the truth." But Anna didn't want to listen. Tom had been the beacon in her storm, a safe harbor when everything else felt chaotic. It couldn't end this way. It wouldn't. "Maybe he has changed," Anna said, desperate to cling to her belief. "Maybe he wants out of that life." "Did you ask him?" Sarah's voice softened. Do you even really know him? This could be a ticking time bomb, Anna. Torn between loyalty to Tom and the impending fear of betrayal, Anna's mind raced. She wanted to scream, to cry, to shake Sarah until it made sense. But instead, anger flared within her. I can't just walk away from him. Then you need to find out for yourself, Sarah replied, determination burning in her eyes. Don't let that charm blind you from the reality. It's not just Mrs. Henderson you have to worry about. With that, a silence fell, heavy and uneasy. Anna's heart pounded with a new kind of dread. How much of their lives was hidden behind the smiles and laughter? As she turned back towards the dance floor, searching for Tom, Anna felt a fracture forming inside her. She needed answers, and soon. But what if she didn't like what she found? The night thickened with tension as Anna moved toward the looming truth. What would happen when the layers of Tom's life peeled away, revealing secrets that could fracture everything they had built together? The music pulsed erratically, matching the rapid beat of Anna's heart. She scanned the room, searching for Tom amidst the swirling faces and swaying bodies. But doubt hung over her like an ominous cloud, blocking out the vibrant lights that had earlier delighted her. A sense of urgency pushed her forward. Was it possible that everything she had felt with Tom was built on a fragile foundation? Before Sarah had spoken, she'd seen Tom as a fleeting dream, one that felt natural, easy. It couldn't suddenly all be a lie, could it? She found him leaning against the wall, laughing with friends, his smile brightening their faces. But Anna felt a chill. Could his laughter conceal a darkness she hadn't seen? Gathering her courage, she approached him, her stomach twisting into knots. Hey, she greeted, her voice a shaky whisper. Tom turned, a broad smile breaking across his face. Her heart skipped. Hey. I thought you'd left me for the dance floor. He replied, pulling her into a warm embrace. But as he held her, she felt the warmth of his body and the coolness of his reality clash painfully within her. Could she keep being swept away? Tom, she started, stepping back to meet his gaze. Can we talk? It's important. His brow furrowed, the laughter dissipating. Sure, what's up? They moved to a quieter corner, and Anna took a deep breath. The weight of the conversation felt monumental. I need to know about your family, she blurted out, her eyes searching his. Sarah, she mentioned things. Dangerous things. Tom's expression shifted instantly, confusion melted into something darker. Anna, you can't just brush this off. Her voice rose, the words escaping in a rush of emotion. She said you're not who you say you are. That your family has money and maybe even secrets. Pain flashed in Tom's eyes. This is about Sarah. You trust her more than me. It's not that. I need to hear it from you. Is it true? Tom ran a hand through his hair, visibly struggling with the question. Okay, yes. My family is wealthy, but I'm not like them. I'm trying to cut ties. I'm here to build a life away from that. Anna felt her heart race. There was honesty in his tone, but the uncertainty loomed larger than the truth. Then you have to tell me everything. Who are you really? I'm just a guy who wants to live a normal life, he insisted. You and me, it's real. But they won't let me go that easily. They want me to take over the family business, but I don't want it. Why didn't you tell me before? Because I didn't want to scare you away, he replied, anguish creeping into his voice. I thought we were building something special. I don't want to lose you. For a moment, Anna was lost in his gaze. The pull between her feelings for him and the shadowy secrets of his past sent her mind spinning. Tom, she said softly, if you want to be with me, you need to stand up to them. You have to be honest. He nodded slowly, looking like he was wrestling with a heavy weight. I will. I promise. I just need help navigating this. I need you. Just then, a sharp voice sliced through the air, booming across the room. Tom! What are you doing talking to her? Anna turned to see a sharply dressed woman striding toward them, her presence imposing. The whispers of a million insecurities filled Anna's mind. Mom. Tom's face paled, recognition crashing into dread. Anna took a step back, her pulse hammering against her ribs. The night had morphed from festive to terrifying, and who knew how many more secrets lurked beneath the surface. The stakes were rising, but was their bond strong enough to weather this storm? Would the truth finally unite them or tear them apart for good? The music faded into the background, drowned out by the pounding in Anna's ears. Tom's mother cut through the crowd like a storm, her sharp heels echoing against the polished floor. Anna's heart sank. This wasn't just a confrontation, it felt like a reckoning. Tom, she said, her voice low but commanding, your friends are waiting. Why are you here with her? Anna felt like she'd been struck. Her. The word felt like a knife. Was that how Tom's world really saw her? Just a fleeting blur in his affluent life? Tom clenched his jaw, the laughter that had lit his features moments ago now absent. Mom, this is Anna. She's important to me. The dismissal in his mother's gaze was palpable. Important? You're going to ruin everything with this charity case girlfriend. We have expectations, Tom. Her words dripped with disdain. Expectations. Anna shot back, adrenaline surging through her. What kind of expectations do you have that would justify him lying to me? Tom stepped in between them, emotions swirling as he faced his mother. This isn't just about you. I don't want to follow the path you laid out for me. I need to be my own person. That made Anna's heart flutter, but fear coiled tightly around it. Could Tom really break away? You think you can just cast aside your family? His mother laughed, as cold as steel. You have obligations. What I have is a choice, he fired back, but his voice was wavering, insecurity creeping in. And I choose Anna. Anna's chest tightened, a mix of hope and dread. Yet, the words hung in the air like a hopeful promise. Could they truly build something real together? Tom, she called softly, feeling herself pull back while wanting to get closer. You don't have to fight like this. Maybe she's right, maybe you do have obligations. His eyes darkened, panic flickering in his expression. No. I don't want to lose you over this. Please, but Tom's mother stepped forward again, cutting deep. You're embarrassed by us, aren't you? Ashamed of the wealth you've inherited? Tom's fists clenched, and Anna saw the internal battle between loyalty and love play out in his furrowed brow. I'm ashamed of the life you want me to live, Mom. I want to create my own success, my own happiness. Then you're going down the wrong path, his mother warned, her voice a chilling whisper full of authority. I want to let you throw everything away. Anna felt the weight of the moment crashing down around her like a wave. Tom needed support, yet here she was, a destabilizing force in his world. Was it possible she had unwittingly made things worse? Please, both of you, Anna intervened, her heart racing with uncertainty. Just understand each other. Tom looked at her, desperation etched across his features. You shouldn't have to be in the middle of this, Anna. But before she could respond, the crowd began to stir around them. Heads turned, whispers floated, and the atmosphere shifted. Enough. Tom's mother boomed, her fury reverberating through the tension. You'll make your choice tonight, Tom. Either you choose this girl, or you choose your family. The ultimatum hung in the air, thick and throbbing. Anna felt an avalanche of emotions crash over her. Where did that leave them? As Tom's eyes locked onto hers, hope battled dread for dominance in her chest. He was torn, and she felt every inch of it. Tom, she breathed, what's it going to be? Their fates hovered in the balance as tension wrapped tightly around them. Could they find a way to bridge the chasm between his world and hers? Or would circumstances pull them apart just when they were discovering what they had? All Anna knew was that whatever happened next could redefine everything. Would their hearts lead them to an unbreakable bond or to sorrow that words couldn't mend? Tom's breath came in quick bursts as he stared at his mother, her words striking him like a punch. The room around them felt cavernous, as if the crowd had faded into a world not meant for him. Idea after idea whirled in his mind, but none could cut through the fog of insecurity. Choose, his mom repeated, her voice hard as steel. You can't have both. Anna's heart sank further as she felt every eye on them, the whispers separating the life she wanted with Tom from the reality he was being forced to face. The moment felt surreal, as if she were watching a movie unfold, but this was her life, and what she wanted was right in front of her. Tom, she pleaded, her voice shaking, you don't have to choose me or your family. We can know, he cut her off, desperation flashing across his features. There's no we if I don't make a stand. If I let her decide what I do with my life, I'm just giving up. The crowd swelled, intrigued. Anna noticed how some friends exchanged glances, others appeared sympathetic, while the sharper edges of judgment cut through. She knew the stakes were high. Every moment mattered. Your happiness, she started, drawing in deep breaths. That's what matters, Tom. Not their expectations. You deserve the chance to be who you are. I know that, he said, voice tight. But it's not easy standing against everything I've known. Anna's throat tightened. The fear in his eyes echoed her own. The weight of the world rested on his shoulders, a huge burden crammed into the moment. Then let us figure it out together, she encouraged softly, stepping closer. His gaze flickered, tracing the lines of uncertainty in the air. Then, just like the flick of a switch, warmth sparked in his expression. Together. Together. They wouldn't just survive this moment. They would carve a space for themselves, wouldn't they? But Tom's mother wasn't done. Tom, she hissed, cutting through the fragile connection they seemed to build, this is your one chance. Don't be foolish. Mom. He snapped, breaking the calm they tried to establish. It's foolish to live a life that doesn't belong to me. You think this is easy for me? She inhaled sharply, her voice now laced with hurt. I want what's best for you. And what you think is best doesn't include me being happy. His voice rose, reverberating around them. I'm not a pawn in your game. The onlookers tensed, as if they stumbled into a boxing match. Tom, Anna urged softly, sensing the cracks forming in his resolve. Just remember, it's your life. Make your choice. But I'm here either way. His eyes brightened, but still stared at the ground. You'd still be there. I want to be, she said firmly, though the fear gnawed at her inside. They held their breath, the seconds ticking by like hours. Anna felt the pulse of the moment, thrumming through her veins. Could they push through this together, reshaping what their bond could mean? Tom started to look up. I choose, but before he could finish, the crowd fell silent, tension coiling. The weight of decision settled heavily. Choose wisely, Tom, his mother warned, her voice now a low hiss, biting and cold. Anna's heart sank. Her mind raced. Was there even a right choice here or a way to balance everything they held dear? Then, in a moment of clarity amid the chaos, she heard Tom's voice, steady and clear. I choose Anna. The air exploded with gasps. His declaration hit hard, resonating with the force of a cannon. The exhilaration surged through Anna, but fear still warped the corners of her thoughts. Tom's mother recoiled, her expression shifting into shock. You can't be serious. I am, he replied. And I won't let anyone dictate who I should love. There it was, the honest push and pull of the moment. The tension had shifted into a bold stand for what felt right. But as cheers erupted from friends, Anna felt a shiver of dread creep back in. What would this mean? As Tom reached for her hand, she wondered if the real battle was just beginning. Could they defy everything together? Or was it a flame-inviting disaster, blazing too brightly to hold on to? With the crowd roaring and emotions swirling, the next moment felt like everything hung in the sky, waiting for a decision that could redefine their lives altogether. The cheers washed over Tom and Anna, a wave of support, but the moment felt fragile. They stood in the eye of a storm, surrounded by friends whose faces mirrored excitement and disbelief. But beneath the shouts and celebrations, the crackles of tension remained, especially from the direction of Tom's mother. "Is this really what you want?" she shouted, her voice rising above the clamor. It felt like her words slashed at the moment they had just claimed. Tom's hand tightened around Anna's, anchoring them both. "Yes," he shouted back, drowning out her doubt. "This is who I want to be." His mother's face twisted with a mix of anger and frustration. "You'll regret this, Tom. You have no idea what it means to choose her over your family." They won't accept it. Behind Anna, she felt the warmth of her friends closing in. They didn't speak, but their solidarity curled around her, a protective barrier against the storm brewing in Tom's mother. "I don't care if they accept it." Tom's voice shook, but he pressed forward. "I care about who I am and who I want to be with. It's my life. My choice." Words hung in the air like heavy clouds. Anna's heart raced around them, she saw faces alight with mixed emotions. Some beamed with pride, while others stared, mouths agape, battling between judgment and understanding. With a deep breath, Anna stepped closer to Tom, her heart pounding. "And I choose you too," she whispered, hoping he caught the sincerity in her voice despite the chaos. His eyes met hers, grounding her. Together, they pulled strength from each other, arms intertwined. "Mom, I won't let fear dictate my choices anymore," Tom declared, his voice resonating with growing confidence. "This is me. I'm not running from who I love." Silence settled, thick and palpable. Somewhere in the back of her mind, Anna realized they were no longer just fighting for this moment, they were declaring a future. But just as relief began to blossom, Tom's mother stepped forward once more, her gaze steely. "You don't understand what you're sacrificing, Tom. The life, the opportunities, the family." Her voice crackled with emotion, but the intent was clear. Anna squeezed Tom's hand. "We can find new opportunities together. It doesn't have to be a loss," she said, feeling the weight of her own words. "Maybe this is the start of something better." The crowd murmured, caught in a crossfire of equally strong sentiments. Some nodded in understanding, some whispered doubts. Tom's mother shook her head. "You seem so sure now, but what will the world say? What will it do to us?" Tom took a step toward her, his jaw clenched. "I'd rather face the world with Anna by my side than live a lie for your approval." A wave of uncertain energy surged through the crowd. Tom's declaration felt rebellious, yet liberating. "I stand by Tom," Anna shouted, her voice unwavering as she faced the circle of onlookers. "I want a future with him, not just out of spite, but out of love." As the crowd erupted again, mixed reactions surged. Some clapped, others gasped, and a few looked concerned. But amidst it all, Anna felt like sparks had ignited a flame, and together, they stood fragile yet unwavering. They were paving a path that felt uncertain, yet it was theirs, filled with potential. But as cheers continued to echo, Tom's mother turned away, her expression tight. It was a face Anna hadn't seen before, one of loss, maybe, of impending grief. "Tom," she began, anxiety creeping into her tone. "You have no idea what lies ahead." "Maybe," Tom said, his voice steady. "But I'm ready to face it." With Anna. What did this choice mean for their families? And could they truly forge their own path against all odds? As Anna watched the array of faces, she felt a deep uncertainty mix with exhilaration. Whatever was waiting beyond this moment, she was ready to discover it together with Tom. But as they stood holding hands, the weight of decisions loomed, echoing the question deeper within their hearts: would this bold choice truly lead them toward happiness, or would it be a path lined with heartache? The crowd began to disperse, but the tension lingered like an uninvited guest. Tom and Anna stood together, hands clasped, surrounded by a swirling whirlwind of emotions. They could hear the whispers and murmurs, the mixture of concern and support painted clearly in the faces around them. Every glance felt like an echo of doubt, yet they also caught glimpses of hope. Tom's mother walked away, her figure fading into the distance, leaving a silence that was louder than any shout. Anna felt her heart lurch. She wanted to run after her, to fix things, to explain that love was worth fighting for. But the connection with Tom anchored her. She believed in what they had. Tom, Anna began, but he gently squeezed her hand, silencing her unformed thoughts. Let us just breathe for a moment, he whispered. His eyes, usually warm and inviting, now glinted with uncertainty, echoing perhaps a bit of his mother's fear. This is a big step for both of us. Anna nodded, feeling the whirlwind of thoughts. Was she strong enough to navigate this new world they had just stepped into? She sensed the supportive presence of her friends, who clustered nearby, offering smiles of encouragement. A few approached, hesitant yet hopeful. You were amazing, both of you. One of her friends, Mia, exclaimed. Honestly. That took guts. Yeah. Way to kick ass. Another chimed in, trying to lighten the mood. Laughter broke through the tension, and soon, a warmth began to spread. It reminded Anna that love could thrive amidst uncertainty. Thanks, guys, Tom said, his voice steadier now. But it's not just about today. I mean, what happens tomorrow? What about my mom? What about everything? Then we figure it out together, Anna replied, her voice strong. She stepped closer, looking deep into his eyes. With every challenge, we can grow. 2 years from now, we won't even remember the chaos of today. We'll look back and see how far we've come. Tom's lips curved into a smile, softening the worry lines etched across his forehead. You always know what to say, he murmured, searching her eyes for reassurance. Before Anna could respond, the moment was interrupted as another friend, Derek, joined them with urgency. Hey, Tom, you should probably go check on your mom. She's really upset, man. A weight settled back on Tom's shoulders as he glanced towards the parking lot where she had retreated. Did he really want to face that storm again? Would he be strong enough to truly defend the love he had just claimed? Yeah, I guess I should, he mumbled, apprehension slipping back in. Wait, Anna said, capturing his attention again. She felt the need to say something more. Just remember, it's okay to feel scared. Even in love, uncertainty is real. But don't forget that you're not doing this alone. You have me. Tom searched her face, holding the gravity of her words like a lifeline. I know, and that matters more than anything, he admitted, hesitant yet resolute. As he turned toward the parking lot, Anna felt her heart racing. Could their love truly withstand the trials ahead? Would they be able to bring Tom's mother back into the circle, or would this decision rip them apart? With every measured step Tom took, the weight of their future loomed behind him like a shadow. Anna could barely breathe, the impending confrontation forming knots in her stomach. What awaited them once they crossed the threshold into the world outside? The affection of friends, the disapproval of family, the uncertainty of their journey all threatened to overshadow the love they had fought so passionately for. Could love withstand the inevitable heartache that lay ahead? As Tom moved closer to his mother, Anna whispered a prayer within herself for strength, for understanding, for a tomorrow where love would triumph. But she couldn't shake the feeling that the true trial was only just beginning. Anna stood at the periphery, watching Tom approach his mother. Each step he took felt loaded with emotions, hope, fear, and resolve intertwined like vines around a sturdy tree. The world outside the festival buzzed with continued festivities, bright lights and laughing faces, but all she could feel was the tight knot of anxiety twisting in her stomach. Tom, she breathed softly, but he was already too far away, focused on the confrontation that lay ahead. Tom met his mother in the parking lot, her figure rigid and stern. She looked like a statue carved from granite, and in that cold demeanor, Anna felt the weight of everything looming over them. Would they bend to tradition? Would his mother's fears suffocate the bright flame of hope they had ignited together? "He loves her," Anna heard one of their friends whisper, and it struck her as sharp and sweet all at once. The realization brought clarity. Love was what mattered most. Gingerly, she stepped forward, narrowing the gap where dread lingered. She could see Tom's expression shift, a battle of emotions playing out on his face. Confusion flashed, followed by sadness, and then a steely determination rose, igniting a fire in his chest. "Mom," Tom started, his voice quaking at first but firming up as he continued. "I need you to understand. Anna isn't just someone I'm seeing. She's become my anchor, my strength. I can't keep pretending anymore." "I understand you're confused," his mother replied, voice clipped and cold, "but this is serious. You're choosing a path that will lead to pain and loss." "No," Tom answered, shaking his head. "I'm choosing love. I believe in us. And I can't run from it, not anymore." Anna held her breath, feeling the weight of his choice resonate through her very being. "I've tried to mold you into what society expects, but you deserve the freedom of your own choices," his mother replied, her mask of authority flickering. "Then let me choose," Tom urged, his eyes bright with purpose. "I won't live this life just because it's what I've been told to do. I want to create my own path with Anna." Behind him, Anna stepped closer, bracing herself for the unknown. She could see Tom's hand tremble, the weight of his mother's expectations about to crush their bond. She felt the solidarity of friends and community solidifying behind them, support like a warm blanket against the chill of doubt. "Mom," Anna called, her voice steady, "I know this is hard, but Tom deserves to investigate life on his own terms. He needs to see if this love can grow. We're willing to face any obstacles together." The silence that followed was deafening. All eyes were on them, and Anna felt the tension in the air crack like thunder. Tom's mom stared for a moment, her own emotions rippling. "I fear for you both, that this will tear you apart in the end. The world won't be kind." The heaviness of her voice cut through Anna. That fear was real, but at that moment, she felt the iron grip of uncertainty begin to loosen. "Maybe that's true," Tom replied, his voice growing stronger. "But I'd rather navigate those challenges with Anna than live a half-life under your shadow." The look on his mother's face softened, if only just a fraction. Anna held her breath, willing the moment to shift. "And if our love means taking those risks, then I'm all in," he continued, his confidence surging like a tide. "I don't want to be the man you envisioned if it costs me my own happiness." Time seemed to slow as the air thickened with palpable emotions, Anna's heart fluttering in hope. Before his mother could respond, another voice broke through the tension. It was Sarah, stepping forward, her expression serious yet kind. "Tom, I've seen how she makes you feel, and it's beautiful. Love doesn't fit neatly into boxes or social expectations. It grows in unknown spaces." Anna caught Tom's eyes, and she felt the wildfire flicker back. His mother finally exhaled, a tremor of realization running through her. "You really mean this, don't you?" "Yes," Tom exclaimed, glancing back at Anna, emotion sparking through their gaze. "This is real. You might think I am making a mistake, but perhaps love is what will guide us." A barrage of thoughts crossed Tom's mother's face, each one more complex than the last. In that moment, Anna saw the tiniest crack in her icy facade. "Fine," his mother conceded, her voice barely above a whisper. "But you will have to prove to me that this is more than just a youthful whim. Love isn't easy." Tom nodded, relief washing over him like rain on parched earth. "I know, and I'm ready to work for it. I'll show you that we can be a family if you'll let me." The flicker of possibility hung in the air, and Anna felt warmth for the first time in what felt like forever. Love could unfurl into something far greater than self-imposed restrictions. Can we all agree to take this journey together? Sarah suggested, looking between Tom's mother and the two of them. Let love be the compass. Who knows where it may lead? As Tom's mother looked at each of them, something shifted in her stance. I can respect that. Her acceptance was reluctant but transformative, a crack in the foundation that had kept them apart. Anna's heart swelled. Slowly, Tom took Anna's hand, their fingers intertwining like brave leaves in the wind. This was just the beginning of their journey, but in that moment, she felt the power of their connection rise above all doubt. They turned back toward the festival, and together they stepped forward. The crowd erupted into cheering. It was a celebration of triumph of love and resilience against the odds. As Anna joined in on the jubilation, a big smile stretched across her face. Together, she whispered to Tom, a promise echoing through her heart. Yes. Together, he replied, his smile radiant. And in that beautiful chaos, amidst the laughter and colors bursting like fireworks, Anna realized that life was a journey worth taking, especially with someone you loved right by your side. Now was the moment of transformation, a new beginning in the warmer glow of hope. Anna looked at Tom and saw not just uncertainty but boldness. Their love was not only fierce but compelling, carving a path through the darkness. As the evening sky shimmered above them, the possibilities sprawled open like a canvas just waiting for the right brushstroke. They were ready to embrace it all. But just as her heart fluttered in excitement, a thought flitted through her mind: what about the future? With a new sense of determination, Anna smiled, gripping Tom's hand tighter. They had each other, and they would face whatever came, fiercely and boldly, hand in hand. As cheers erupted, Anna felt her soul light up. This was just the beginning. Now, listen up. You need to subscribe immediately to the channel to not miss a heartbeat of these exclusive stories. Leave a like now to feed the algorithm and show some love. Share instantly this video with at least 5 friends who need to see this transformation, and don't wait not even one more second to join the community of true fans. Your support means the world.